just a bit of feedback on and when I assess you on the last last Thursday of term, so a long time ago really, but it's a bit of feedback from that session. So first and foremost, I don't want you to worry about Will or the lady with Will or anything like that. Lorraine, okay? They're not. How do you want to face me? Because they're not. They're on Facebook group because they're actually nothing to do with this feedback that I'm going to give you now, are they? Okay? They're watching myself and Will. So just come around a bit more. Okay. So can you remember this? I presume actually, Carly. Can you just Carly Middlemas? Yes. Confirm that's your name.
Carly Middlemas.
So I'll give you this feedback. Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to.
Thank you. Okay. So as part of Unit 2, one of the things, Unit 2, which is providing good levels of service to participants and customers, and learning outcome 5 was work well with your colleagues. Okay. So as you know, we're all working our way towards this qualification. You guys are colleagues. And one of the best ways to assess your working as colleagues and as a group is putting you together, asking you to plan, prepare and make arrangements for a session, because also by doing that we can capture evidence for Unit 4 and Unit 7 as well. So really lots of evidence from this really one big piece of work or assessment, if you like. But can you tell me why it took so long to do? Because we had to do it on the Thursday before we broke up. Did we not do it the Thursday before? Did something happen?
Did it the Thursday before and it wasn't very good.
Oh, so what did I do?
Told us that we were doing it again.
Yeah, I stopped the assessment, didn't I, if you can remember? So the original assessment, we stopped it. I maybe pushed you a bit too hard, because in terms of hitting assessment criteria, you probably would have hit it, how you perform, but I still like us to be, I believe that you could offer more, so that's why we did it again.
And we needed to do what all of us understood.
Exactly, that you all understood. So, if you can remember, what I was assessing you on that day was how well you worked together. I wasn't assessing you on your session, your delivery, your way you spoke to participants, anything like that. It was about me seeing you guys working together. And let's think about it. There's lots of times you've worked together this academic year. You two just worked together at lunchtime and you've done it all the way through term. What do you do?
But we were late.
You were a bit late today, weren't you? But things like that happened. But you were still working together. There's never been a problem there. So I could have used that and used that for evidence for that. But it's nice to get you all involved. Okay, as the MVQ group, if you like. You're the colleagues. You're the learners that are going to achieve, wanting to achieve this qualification and going on to find work. Okay. So it was about you guys. Right. So on my system, because I was pretty much on my own that day, I did a lot more photographs than videoing. Okay, what are you doing in that first picture there? So you can see, Carly.
Okay, about how it went.
No, look at what you got in front of you.
The plan.
Yes, exactly.
Once again.
So you were planning your session, weren't you? But unbeknownst to you, well, not unbeknownst to you, because we all signed our assessment plans, but I was looking, you got wrapped that much up into planning and preparing sessions, then I could see how well you work together as colleagues, couldn't I? Okay, and we've been through your assessment plans and things like that, and you knew that I'd be asking you to work together as a team. Okay. So, first thing I looked for from you was, did they carry out the duties as they were asked to? So, before I give you what I wrote down, did you carry out the duties you were asked to?
Yeah.
I think you did. Can you remember how you got the duties? How it came about? What happened?
We all kind of took a part of the session.
But how did I tell you? How did I tell you what you'd be doing that day? Can you remember? Sent you an email, didn't I, in the morning? Okay, to all three of you, saying, how are we doing, you three? Okay, today's last day of term. Instead of attending the college disco, you will be you will be all working together and you will be planning, preparing and delivering a session. Okay, I'll give you a bit of information on that, and then you sat round. And so, for carrying out duties are asked to, pretty much I put all the group were asked to plan and prepare a fully inclusive sports session. And you did do. So that 5.1, big ticket side of that one, okay? Because every duty that you've been asked to do was carried out, okay? But I'm going to flip that on its head a bit, because it wasn't just me who asked you to carry out duties, were it? Who else asked you to carry out
All of
duties?
us.
Each other. Because when you're sat there planning, someone took a lead, didn't you, Carly?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're then saying, Kyle, will you do the warm-up? Are you going to do the warm-up? Ben, are you going to do the main game? Are you going to do the quarter? So actually, you're giving duties.
Always doing it.
Yes, exactly. And again, probably without even realising that you took control, and you were then, Carly, telling them the duties that you wanted to do. So you all carried out duties that you were asked to do that day, so well done. Ask colleagues for help and advice when needed was 5.2. No, you did. Carly, can you remember any advice or help you asked these two for? A couple of times in that session. Particularly at the start of the session, before your participants come, what would you ask these to do for you?
To help me get the equipment out, because I can't physically do it.
Perfect, and that's what you did do, didn't you? Okay. And that one, you just saying, get me that equipment out and driving off.
I was there watching and observing what they were doing.
And directing them as well, weren't you? You're giving them directions. Right, well, that set of bocce balls, the third one down on there, can you get me them out? Can you be careful when you're getting them out? Because they're low down on the floor, quite heavy.
Yeah.
So you can't just walk up to them, can you, and lean down. You give them instructions, and that was really, really good. But then, we could say, well, did you two ask any colleagues for help and advice? And you certainly asked Carly for advice several times in that planning stage, because what was the session about?
Bocce.
And who was the champion bocce player?
Carly.
So who knew all the rules about bocce and everything? Carly. So when Carly's asking you to plan and prepare bocce games, bocce warm-ups,
Yeah.
you had a massive role in it, didn't you? And you had to ask Carly something about, what was your role in it? In the main game, can you remember?
Yeah.
You refed it.
And
So I remember you asking Carly, do you remember the setup when we put the balls wrong? Yes?
Yeah.
So again, all the way through, ask colleagues for help and advice when needed. And I certainly saw Carly asking you guys for it. Maybe didn't see Ben ask Kyle, but you both
I
asked
did.
Carly. Did you?
I'm the referee because Kyle came over and checked it with me.
There you go then. So you're asking for a second opinion. And I'll tell you what, I didn't even pick up on that. So
And I
well
scored.
done. Well done. So you asked for a second opinion. Kyle, give me a bit of advice on this. Which one's closest to you?
Yeah, I did, because I
Perfect.
remember.
Yeah, I scored, didn't I?
Okay,
Okay,
well, apologies guys, I missed that one, I ain't got that one down, but well done. Okay, and then the 5.3 was give colleagues help when needed, so I think we just explained that one, haven't you? Yeah, you helped Carly set up, you helped Ben make decisions, Kyle, okay, on who was the closest ball, etc. But again, we're only just there to talk about a small part of that session, because you ran an hour session, which is nearly level 2 standard. At level 1, we're only asking you to, as a rule, deliver part of a session. But all three of you came together and delivered a full session. You did, in fact, pretty much on that Thursday afternoon, you did what I'm paid to do. You went out there and you delivered a full sports session. Communicate with colleagues clearly and accurately. I've just put everyone knew their roles and what they were doing. So, how or at what point was most of your communication with each other?
Doing the planning.
And the advice.
Yes, doing while you were playing.
Welcome to Portland.
You're sat round, you're discussing, Kyle, you're discussing, you're deciding plans, you're bouncing ideas off each other, and we're not, you know, this is here. I've brought it through. And let me just tell you, you came up with that in an hour's planning session. 2 things, and you could add 3 things that have never been done at Portland before. Okay? you've used bocce as a cool down. You've used bocce as a warm up. And you used a skill game of bocce that Carly obviously did with the England team or wherever she's done it, because it was a great level and everyone absolutely loved it. And I've never seen that in all my years of working in inclusive sport, a full session about bocce with all the different elements to it. Fantastic. And that didn't just happen, did it? You didn't sit